Looking to conquer the digital universe with some out-of-this-world content? Join the Sci-Fi Empire crew, where we work hard to bring you the coolest sci-fi adventures. Hit that subscribe and follow button, and let's embark on an epic journey together. Alina Petrova, a young woman from Earth, had always felt out of place. Despite her best efforts, she never quite fit in with her peers. When the opportunity to attend the prestigious Galactic campus arose, she seized it, hoping to find her true calling among the stars. As the spaceship glided through the vastness of space, Alina gazed out of the window, marveling at the beauty of the cosmos. The Galactic campus was renowned throughout the universe for its advanced education and diverse student body. Located on a distant planet, it attracted the brightest minds from countless worlds. Alina had spent months preparing for this journey, studying everything she could about the campus and its inhabitants. Still, nothing could have truly prepared her for the reality she was about to face. The spaceship shuddered slightly as it entered the planet's atmosphere. Alina's heart raced with excitement and nerves. She clutched her small, worn backpack, filled with her most precious belongings, and took a deep breath. The announcement came over the intercom, informing passengers to prepare for landing. Alina stood up, smoothing out her simple dress and making her way to the exit. As she stepped off the spaceship, Alina was greeted by a breathtaking sight. The Galactic campus was a sprawling metropolis of gleaming towers and lush gardens. The architecture blended seamlessly with the natural landscape, creating a harmonious and awe-inspiring environment. Students of all shapes and sizes bustled about, each one unique and intriguing. "Welcome to the Galactic campus," a cheerful voice called out, breaking Alina's reverie. She turned to see a young woman with bright green skin and a friendly smile approaching her. "I'm Leora, one of the student ambassadors. You must be Alina from Earth." "Yes, that's me," Alina replied, trying to keep her voice steady. "We've been expecting you. Come on, I'll show you to your dormitory and give you a quick tour of the campus." Alina followed Leora through the bustling streets, taking in the sights and sounds around her. The campus was a vibrant melting pot of cultures and technologies, with students engaged in various activities. Some floated in midair, practicing levitation techniques, while others tinkered with complex machines or engaged in animated discussions. Leora led Alina to a tall, sleek building that housed the student dormitories. They entered the lobby, which was adorned with holographic displays and comfortable seating areas. Alina couldn't help but feel a sense of awe at the advanced technology that surrounded her. "Your room is on the 7th floor," Leora explained, as they stepped into a sleek, transparent elevator. "You'll be sharing it with another student, but don't worry, the rooms are quite spacious." The elevator ascended smoothly, offering a stunning view of the campus below. Alina felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. She had come so far from home, and now she was about to start a new chapter of her life. When they reached the 7th floor, Leora led Alina down a brightly lit corridor. They stopped in front of a door that slid open with a soft whoosh. The room inside was indeed spacious, with 2 beds, a desk, and a large window that overlooked the campus gardens. "This will be your new home," Leora said with a smile. "I'll leave you to settle in. If you need anything, just let me know. And remember, the orientation session starts in an hour in the main hall." "Thank you, Leora," Alina said sincerely. "I appreciate your help." Leora waved and left the room, leaving Alina to unpack and gather her thoughts. She took a deep breath and began to unpack her belongings, arranging them neatly on the desk and shelves. She placed a small photo of her family on the bedside table, a reminder of the loved ones she had left behind. As she looked around the room, Alina felt a sense of determination. She was here to learn and to prove herself. The Galactic campus was a place of endless possibilities, and she was ready to embrace every opportunity it offered. An hour later, Alina made her way to the main hall for the orientation session. The hall was a grand space, filled with students from all over the galaxy. A large stage dominated one end of the room, and a holographic display projected images of the campus and its facilities. The orientation session began with a welcoming speech from the campus chancellor, a wise and respected figure who had overseen the institution for many years. He spoke about the history of the campus, its mission to foster knowledge and understanding among diverse species, and the importance of collaboration and innovation. Alina listened intently, feeling inspired by the Chancellor's words. She glanced around the room, observing the reactions of her fellow students. Some looked excited, others nervous, but all seemed eager to embark on this new journey. After the Chancellor's speech, a series of presentations followed, introducing the various academic departments and extracurricular activities available at the campus. Alina was particularly intrigued by the advanced technology and scientific research programs. She had always been passionate about science and was eager to delve deeper into these fields. As the orientation session came to an end, students were encouraged to mingle and get to know one another. Alina hesitated for a moment, feeling a bit shy, but then she reminded herself that this was a new beginning. She took a deep breath and approached a group of students who were engaged in a lively conversation. "Hi, I'm Alina," she said with a friendly smile. "I'm from Earth." The students turned to her, their expressions warm and welcoming. "Nice to meet you, Alina. I'm Rylan from Vortex 9, said a tall student with shimmering blue skin. "This is Zara from Nebula Prime and Kale from Terra Nova." "It's great to meet you all," Alina replied, feeling a sense of relief at their friendly reception. "I'm still getting used to everything here, but it's all so amazing." "Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it," Zara said with a reassuring smile. "We were all new here once. The campus can be overwhelming at first, but it's also an incredible place to learn and grow." The conversation flowed easily, and Alina found herself quickly forming connections with her new friends. They shared stories about their home planets, their interests, and their hopes for the future. Alina felt a growing sense of belonging, something she had always yearned for. As the evening progressed, Alina and her new friends explored more of the campus, visiting the state-of-the-art laboratories, the expansive library, and the recreational facilities. Each new discovery filled Alina with excitement and curiosity. She could hardly wait to start her classes and dive into the wealth of knowledge that awaited her. Back in her dormitory that night, Alina lay in bed, gazing out of the window at the star-filled sky. She felt a sense of gratitude and hope. The Galactic campus was everything she had dreamed of and more. She was determined to make the most of this opportunity, to push herself beyond her limits, and to become the best version of herself. Little did Alina know that her presence at the Galactic campus would soon set off a chain of events that no one could have predicted. Her journey was just beginning, and the adventures that lay ahead would test her in ways she could never have imagined. But for now, she allowed herself to savor the moment, drifting off to sleep with a heart full of dreams and a spirit ready to soar among the stars. The morning sun rose over the Galactic campus, casting a golden glow on the sleek buildings and verdant gardens. Alina woke up early, eager to begin her first day of classes. She quickly dressed in the standard uniform, a practical yet stylish outfit designed for comfort and versatility. As she looked at herself in the mirror, she felt a surge of determination. This was her chance to prove herself. Alina headed to the dining hall for breakfast, where students of all species gathered to start their day. The hall buzzed with chatter and laughter, and the air was filled with the delicious aroma of various cuisines. She grabbed a tray and joined the line, feeling a mix of excitement and nerves. As she scanned the room for a place to sit, she spotted Rylan, Zara, and Kale waving at her from a nearby table. "Good morning, Alina," Rylan called out with a friendly grin. "Come join us." Alina smiled and made her way over to them, grateful for their warm welcome. "Good morning, everyone. Ready for our first day?" "Absolutely," Kale replied, his eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "I can't wait to get started." They chatted animatedly as they ate, sharing their schedules and plans for the day. Alina learned that they all had different areas of interest. Rylan was passionate about engineering, Zara was a talented biologist, and Kale was fascinated by astrophysics. Despite their diverse fields, they were all united by a common love for learning and exploration. After breakfast, they headed to their respective classes. Alina's first class was an introductory course on interstellar biology. The lecture hall was spacious and equipped with the latest technology, including holographic displays and interactive learning tools. As the professor began the lecture, Alina listened intently, eager to absorb every bit of information. The class was challenging, but Alina found herself thoroughly engaged. The professor, Dr. Thalassia, was an expert in her field and had a knack for making complex concepts accessible. Alina took meticulous notes, her mind racing with new ideas and questions. By the end of the lecture, she felt both exhilarated and overwhelmed. During a short break between classes, Alina wandered through the campus gardens, seeking a moment of calm. The gardens were a tranquil oasis, filled with exotic plants from different planets. As she strolled along the winding paths, she couldn't help but marvel at the beauty and diversity around her. Her next class was an advanced course in quantum mechanics, a subject that had always fascinated her. The classroom was smaller and more intimate, with only a handful of students. The professor, Dr. Voron, was a stern yet brilliant scientist who demanded the best from his students. Alina knew this class would be tough, but she was determined to rise to the challenge. As the day progressed, Alina attended a series of lectures and seminars, each one more stimulating than the last. By the time the final class ended, she was mentally exhausted but deeply satisfied. She had learned so much in just one day, and she couldn't wait to see what the rest of the semester had in store. That evening, Alina met up with Rylan, Zara, and Kale in the library to study and discuss their day. The library was a vast, multi-level structure filled with books, data archives, and advanced research facilities. They found a quiet corner and settled in, sharing their experiences and insights. "I'm so glad we're all here together," Zara said, her eyes shining with excitement. "There's so much to learn, and it's even better when you have friends to share it with." "I agree," Alina replied, feeling a warm sense of camaraderie. "Today was amazing, but I know it's just the beginning. We have so much ahead of us." As they studied and talked, Alina felt a growing bond with her new friends. They encouraged and supported each other, creating a sense of community that made the challenges ahead seem less daunting. The days turned into weeks, and Alina settled into a routine. She threw herself into her studies, spending long hours in the library and laboratories. The coursework was demanding, but Alina thrived on the intellectual stimulation. She pushed herself to excel, driven by a deep desire to succeed. However, it wasn't long before Alina began to encounter unforeseen challenges. Despite her best efforts, she found herself struggling with some of the more advanced material. Quantum mechanics in particular proved to be a formidable obstacle. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't grasp some of the complex equations and theories. One evening, as she sat in the library poring over her notes, Alina felt a wave of frustration wash over her. She had been working on a particularly difficult problem for hours, but she still couldn't find the solution. Her head ached, and her eyes burned from staring at the screen. "Are you okay, Alina?" a voice asked, breaking her concentration. Alina looked up to see Rylan standing beside her, concern etched on his face. "I'm fine," she replied, though her voice lacked conviction. "Just struggling with this problem." "Want some help?" Rylan offered, pulling up a chair. "I might not be an expert in quantum mechanics, but maybe a fresh perspective could help." Alina hesitated for a moment, then nodded gratefully. "Sure, I'd appreciate that." Rylan examined the problem, and together they worked through the equations. He offered suggestions and insights that helped Alina see the problem from a different angle. Slowly but surely, the pieces began to fall into place. "Thanks, Rylan," Alina said with a sigh of relief as they finally arrived at the solution. "I was really stuck." "Any time," Rylan replied with a warm smile. "We're all here to learn and support each other. Don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it." Alina felt a renewed sense of determination. She realized that she didn't have to face these challenges alone. With the support of her friends and the resources available at the Galactic campus, she could overcome any obstacle. As the semester progressed, Alina continued to work hard, but she also made sure to take breaks and enjoy the social aspects of campus life. She attended events and gatherings, participated in clubs and activities, and forged new friendships. She discovered that the Galactic campus was not just a place of learning, but also a vibrant and dynamic community. One evening, Alina and her friends attended a cultural festival showcasing the traditions and customs of various planets. The event was a dazzling display of music, dance, art, and cuisine. Alina marveled at the richness and diversity of the cultures represented, feeling a deep sense of appreciation for the unique perspectives each one brought. As she watched a mesmerizing dance performance from a group of graceful aliens, Alina felt a profound sense of connection to the universe. She realized that despite their differences, they were all part of something greater. The Galactic campus was a microcosm of the universe itself, a place where knowledge, creativity, and unity thrived. That night, as Alina lay in bed, she reflected on her journey so far. She had faced challenges and moments of doubt, but she had also experienced growth and discovery. She felt a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunities she had been given and the friendships she had formed. Little did Alina know that her journey was about to take an unexpected turn. A series of events would soon unfold, testing her resolve and pushing her to the limits of her abilities. But for now, she allowed herself to rest, knowing that she was part of a community that supported and believed in her. And with that thought, she drifted off to sleep, ready to face whatever the future held. The next morning dawned clear and bright, the twin suns of the Galactic campus casting a warm glow over the landscape. Alina woke up feeling refreshed and ready for another day of classes. She quickly got ready and headed to her first lecture, which was an advanced course on alien technology. As she settled into her seat, she noticed a sense of anticipation in the air. The students around her were buzzing with excitement, whispering to each other and glancing at the front of the room. Alina wondered what was going on. The professor, Dr. Alara, a renowned expert in xenotechnology, entered the room with a purposeful stride. She was a tall woman with striking features and an air of confidence that commanded attention. "Good morning, class," Dr. Alara began, her voice clear and authoritative. "I have an exciting announcement. As part of your coursework, you will all be participating in a special project. This project will give you the opportunity to apply what you've learned and collaborate with students from different disciplines." Alina's curiosity was piqued. A special project sounded intriguing, and the prospect of working with students from other fields was appealing. She listened intently as Dr. Alara continued. "The project will involve the design and construction of a new piece of technology," Dr. Alara explained. "You will be divided into teams, and each team will be assigned a specific task. The goal is to create a device that can enhance communication between different species, using a combination of engineering, biology, and quantum mechanics." A murmur of excitement ran through the room. Alina's mind raced with possibilities. This was exactly the kind of challenge she had been hoping for. She felt a surge of determination to do her best and make a meaningful contribution to her team. "You will find your team assignments on the holoscreen," Dr. Alara continued, gesturing to a large display at the front of the room. "I expect you to work hard and collaborate effectively. This project will be a significant part of your grade, so take it seriously." As the class ended, Alina and her classmates crowded around the holoscreen to see their team assignments. She scanned the list eagerly and found her name under Team Gamma. To her delight, she saw that Rylan, Zara, and Kale were also on her team. She couldn't have asked for a better group. They gathered in a corner of the room to discuss their initial thoughts and plans. "This is going to be amazing," Rylan said, his eyes shining with excitement. "We have a great mix of skills and knowledge. I think we can come up with something truly innovative." "Absolutely," Zara agreed. "I've always been interested in interspecies communication. This project is the perfect opportunity to explore that further." Kale nodded, his expression thoughtful. "We'll need to think outside the box and draw on all of our strengths. If we can integrate engineering, biology, and quantum mechanics effectively, we'll have a real chance to create something groundbreaking." Alina felt a surge of excitement and confidence. With her friends by her side, she knew they could accomplish great things. They spent the rest of the day brainstorming ideas and sketching out initial designs. Each team member brought their unique perspective to the table, and the synergy was palpable. Over the next few weeks, Alina and her team threw themselves into the project with passion and dedication. They spent countless hours in the laboratory, testing theories, building prototypes, and troubleshooting problems. The work was challenging, but it was also immensely rewarding. Alina found herself constantly learning and growing, both as a scientist and as a collaborator. One evening, as they were working late in the lab, Alina noticed that Rylan seemed unusually quiet. He was normally so energetic and enthusiastic, but tonight he looked distracted and worried. "Rylan, is everything okay?" Alina asked gently, setting down her tools and walking over to him. Rylan sighed and ran a hand through his hair. "I don't know, Alina. I've been thinking about the project and I'm starting to have doubts. What if we're not able to make it work? What if we fail?" Alina placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "I understand your concerns, but I believe in us. We've already made so much progress, and I know we can overcome any obstacles that come our way. We just need to stay focused and support each other." Rylan looked at her, his expression softening. "Thanks, Alina. I needed to hear that. You're right. We've come too far to give up now." The rest of the team rallied around Rylan, offering their encouragement and reassurance. Together, they redoubled their efforts, determined to see the project through to the end. As the deadline approached, the pressure intensified. There were moments of frustration and setbacks, but there were also moments of triumph and breakthroughs. Alina and her team worked tirelessly, driven by a shared sense of purpose and a desire to succeed. Finally, the day of the presentation arrived. The entire campus was abuzz with anticipation, as students from all the teams gathered in the main hall to showcase their projects. The atmosphere was electric, filled with excitement and nervous energy. Team Gamma took the stage, and Alina felt a mixture of anxiety and pride. They had put their hearts and souls into this project, and now it was time to share their work with the world. Rylan began the presentation, explaining the concept and goals of their project. He spoke with confidence and passion, his earlier doubts now replaced with a sense of determination. Zara and Kale followed, detailing the technical aspects and scientific principles behind their device. Alina concluded the presentation, demonstrating the functionality of their prototype and highlighting its potential impact on interspecies communication. As they finished, the audience erupted into applause. Alina felt a wave of relief and exhilaration. They had done it. They had created something truly innovative and meaningful. After the presentations, the Chancellor and a panel of judges reviewed the projects and provided feedback. Team Gamma received high praise for their creativity, collaboration, and technical prowess. The judges were particularly impressed by the seamless integration of different disciplines and the potential real-world applications of their device. That evening, Alina and her friends celebrated their success. They gathered in the campus gardens, under the light of the twin moons, and reflected on their journey. "We did it," Rylan said, raising a glass in a toast. "We took on a challenge, worked together, and achieved something amazing. I'm so proud of us." "Me too," Zara agreed, her eyes shining with happiness. "This project has been an incredible experience. We've learned so much and grown so much as a team." Kale nodded, his expression thoughtful. "And this is just the beginning. There are so many more challenges and opportunities ahead. I can't wait to see what we accomplish next." Alina smiled, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and fulfillment. She knew that this was just one of many adventures she would have at the Galactic campus. With her friends by her side and a universe of knowledge to explore, the possibilities were endless. As the night wore on and the celebrations continued, Alina felt a sense of peace and contentment. She had found her place in the universe, and she was ready to embrace whatever the future held. Little did she know that the next challenge would come sooner than expected. A mysterious message was about to arrive, setting off a chain of events that would test her skills, courage, and resolve in ways she could never have imagined. But for now, she allowed herself to savor the moment, surrounded by friends and filled with hope for the future. The next morning, Alina woke up feeling a lingering sense of contentment from the previous night's celebration. The Galactic campus was quiet in the early hours, with most students still asleep. Alina decided to take advantage of the tranquility and headed to the library to get a head start on her studies. As she settled into a corner with a stack of books and her datapad, Alina's mind wandered back to the project. It had been an incredible experience, and she was proud of what they had accomplished. The positive feedback from the judges and the chancellor had been the icing on the cake. She felt a renewed sense of purpose and determination to continue pushing her limits. As the morning progressed, Alina became absorbed in her reading. The library's serene atmosphere, combined with the fascinating material, made the hours fly by. Just as she was about to take a break, her datapad pinged with an incoming message. She glanced at the screen, expecting a routine notification, but what she saw made her heart skip a beat. The message was from an anonymous sender, and it contained a cryptic series of coordinates and a brief note. "Meet me here at midnight. Trust no one." Alina stared at the message, her mind racing. Who could have sent this, and why? The coordinates pointed to a remote part of the campus, far from any of the usual student areas. The secrecy of the note added an element of intrigue and danger. Part of her wanted to ignore the message, to dismiss it as a prank or a mistake. But another part of her was intensely curious. What if this was important? What if it led to something significant? After all, she had come to the Galactic campus to explore and discover new things. Alina decided to discuss the message with her friends. She found Rylan, Zara, and Kale in the common area, chatting and enjoying a break between classes. She showed them the message and watched their reactions. "This is strange," Rylan said, frowning as he read the note. "Why would someone send you this?" "I don't know," Alina replied, "but I have a feeling it might be important. Should we check it out?" Zara looked thoughtful. "It could be risky, but it could also be an opportunity. We should be cautious, though. If we go, we need to be prepared for anything." Kale nodded in agreement. "Let's go together. That way we can watch each other's backs. If it turns out to be a wild goose chase, at least we'll be safe." The friends made a plan to meet at the coordinates just before midnight. They spent the rest of the day going about their usual activities, but the mysterious message lingered in their minds. Alina couldn't shake the feeling that this was the beginning of something significant. As the clock neared midnight, Alina, Rylan, Zara, and Kale gathered in the agreed-upon location. The area was dark and quiet, with only the faint hum of distant machinery breaking the silence. The coordinates led them to an old, seldom-used laboratory building on the outskirts of the campus. Alina's heart pounded in her chest as they approached the building. The door creaked open, and they stepped inside, their footsteps echoing in the empty hallways. The laboratory was dimly lit, with dust-covered equipment and shelves filled with forgotten research materials. "Are we sure this is the right place?" Kale whispered, his eyes scanning the shadows. "These are the coordinates," Alina replied, trying to keep her voice steady. "Let's keep looking." They ventured deeper into the building, their senses heightened. Just as they were about to turn a corner, they heard a soft voice behind them. "Over here." The friends turned to see a figure standing in the shadows. As the figure stepped into the light, Alina saw that it was a young woman with sharp features and piercing eyes. She wore a simple utilitarian outfit, and there was an air of authority about her. "Who are you?" Rylan asked, his voice tinged with suspicion. The woman raised a hand. "My name is Celine. I sent the message. I apologize for the secrecy, but I couldn't risk this information falling into the wrong hands." "What information?" Alina asked, her curiosity piqued. Celine looked around as if ensuring they were alone. "I work for a covert research division of the Galactic campus. We investigate anomalies and phenomena that are too sensitive for public knowledge. Recently, we've discovered something that could change everything. Something that could pose a threat to the entire universe." Alina's mind raced. What kind of threat? Celine took a deep breath. An ancient technology buried deep beneath the surface of this planet. It's a relic from a long-forgotten civilization, more advanced than anything we've ever seen. We've detected strange energy readings and fluctuations in space-time around the site. If this technology were to fall into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Relan frowned. Why are you telling us this? What can we do? I've been monitoring your team's progress, Celine replied. Your work on the communication device showed ingenuity and a strong understanding of multiple disciplines. I believe you have the skills needed to help us. We need to secure and study this technology before anyone else finds it. Zara's eyes widened. You want us to join your research division? Yes, Celine said, her expression earnest. But we must move quickly and quietly. Time is of the essence, and there are others who would stop at nothing to claim this technology for themselves. Alina exchanged glances with her friends. The decision was a momentous one, but she could see the determination in their eyes. They had come to the Galactic campus seeking knowledge and adventure, and this was an opportunity to make a real difference. We're in, Alina said firmly. Tell us what we need to do. Celine nodded, a hint of relief in her eyes. Thank you. Follow me. I'll brief you on the details and provide the necessary equipment. This mission won't be easy, but with your help, we can protect this discovery and ensure it benefits all of us. As they followed Celine deeper into the building, Alina felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The stakes were higher than anything she had ever imagined, but she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Together with her friends, she was about to embark on a journey that would test their limits and reshape their understanding of the universe. Little did they know, the discovery beneath the surface was just the beginning. A series of events would soon unfold, revealing secrets and dangers that would change the course of their lives forever. But for now, they were united in purpose, ready to take on the unknown and uncover the mysteries that awaited them. Ready to blast off into the realm of sci-fi wonders? Don't miss out on any intergalactic adventures. Subscribe and join the Sci-Fi Empire squad now. Trust me, it's out of this world.